I'm Dina.
I'm Nikki, and we're your hosts for CBD Magcast.
CBD Magcast is devoted to the legalization of cannabis and its impact in your community.
Visit us at CannabisBeyondDope.com.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi, Dina. How's it going today?
Great. How are you?
I'm fantastic, but I'll get better. We're on the phone today with a new company we've run into that's going to be appearing at CannaCon called Ladyjane Branding. We're here with Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. Delighted to have you on the phone. And if you would, please tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Sure. I'm Jennifer Wetzel, and I'm the founder of Ladyjane Branding. It's a company that I started just actually last year. I have decided that I'm going to give away all the branding secrets that I've learned over the past 30 years, for the most part. I'll also be giving counseling, of course, for branding.
Nice.
But,
okay.
Yeah. But my idea is that when I've been in the cannabis community in this area in Maine for a little over 2 years, and what I noticed was that there were a lot of entrepreneurs that were getting into the business, but they didn't know anything about branding.
That's right.
And the market there's not a lot of competition in this market yet, so there's no one really needs to do branding here yet. And so I was able to take what I've learned over my career and figure out a way to give that branding power to entrepreneurs who really can't afford an agency.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Just great.
So what I've come up with is a brand development process, and it's a really easy question and answer process. And it's all the questions you need to know about how to brand your business. And I've come up with a really fun way to deliver that. The other thing I'm doing is have you ever heard of using archetypes for branding?
Yes, sure.
Great. So I'm using archetypes for branding, and I've developed 16 characters that are specific to the cannabis industry. So I took, what regular branding people do for anyone, and I've made it specific to cannabis. And so I think it's going to be a really fun way and a really great shortcut to give people the tools to brand their businesses themselves or on a budget.
Nice. You're absolutely correct. 100%. One of the reasons why CBD podcast that we do is specifically because we found businesses were not as aware that they were in a regular business environment, even though it's in a brand new industry. So all of the models are the same as what have been done before, but they're new and they haven't done them yet. So they're figuring them out, trial and error, a little bit of stumbling along the way. So you're here to take that out of their process and make it a lot smoother. That's a wonderful idea.
Exactly. And, branding isn't hard. It's not like the law, or accounting. Mm-hmm. You're probably not going to get in trouble, if your brand is not quite consistent. You're just not going to make as much money.
Yeah.
So I want to give people the tools to do as much as they can themselves. This question and answer brand discovery process that I come up with, it just helps people be intentional and thoughtful about their branding before they get started, because branding is the basis of all your marketing and advertising. It's the foundational building block. So if you don't get it right, and if it's not consistent, your marketing and advertising is not going to work very well.
It'll fall short of reaching your intended audience. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Now, let's say that you're doing this as a really wonderful outreach. We also are, again, looking at the idea that this needs to be a business. So where are you going to be able to give this content and give this awareness and education, but also then turn around and make money for yourself?
That's a great question, because my business partner won't let me give it all away for free. I keep trying. The way that I think is best to package this is I have something for every budget in mind. You can go online and do the version online of the question and answer period yourself, and then get an hour's worth of consulting with myself or my designer, and that's $99. So it's an easy entry for anybody who wants to learn more about branding. And then the pricing goes up depending on how many hours of consulting time you want. And then once you're done with your branding, then we can go ahead and we can also do the design. We can do your logos, your entire brand identity. So the idea is to begin with, you have to brand from the inside out. So you can't just make a logo and say you're a brand. You have to think about some questions first. And so once you've answered those questions, then you'll have a much better chance of getting a really good logo or a really good brand identity at the end. And since we came up with the process, we know how to do it at the other end. Now, people can take their responses that they've filled out themselves and go to any designer they want. They could have a friend do it for free, and that's great. But this process gives you clear direction to give that designer.
This is exciting. Your entire business model and sustainability is based on helping everybody else be successful and sustainable.
I hope that when they are doing well, they come back and buy a more expensive logo from us, and that would be great.
You're absolutely right. If you take anybody and lift them up, they're going to then want you to continue to help lift them up and carry you with them when they are lifted. I think that's a wonderful business model. And I also really enjoyed seeing Lady Jane. I thought that was very clever. The fact that you're on the East Coast starting out with all of these businesses and all of this industry that really is not even legal in a lot of places over there yet. Are you looking to work with people before they get on board, people in medical, or how is it that you're expecting to grow with this regarding the laws and all of that?
I would say that this process, especially at the entry-level price, and I'm going to have a show special at CannaCon that's just $49, and you can enter to win a free logo design. So it's really accessible for anybody who's interested in having a business. It could be somebody who just has an idea, or someone who already has a logo and doesn't love it, or a company that has a marketing person and they need some really good stuff. So it really just depends on the needs of the customer. We really do have something for, now, not something for everyone, because honestly, we're not a big agency. We're not going to be a big agency. And so there are big agencies out there already. I'm going to focus on the little guys.
That's wonderful. And I would like to take a moment to very much highlight the fact that we are having a chance to speak with you because you are going to be at CannaCon. That's January 31st through February 2nd at the Washington State Convention Center. And you're going to be giving a talk as well, correct?
That's correct. I just decided to take a leap and go big.
When will your talk be?
The speech I'm giving is called Branding 101, Stand Out, Sell More, and it will go through a lot of the questions and answers that you need to ask yourself to make yourself a strong brand. And I'll also talk about things like what the value of a strong brand is. Why? Why do we brand? What's the point? I'll give you the answer. And then I've got a couple of stories that help illustrate the use of archetypes and the use of branding. So it's actually a really fun and engaging speech. I've got some really good feedback on it so far.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm hooked. I'm excited to see you and listen to what you have to offer. And I really have to say, this is a fantastic model in a burgeoning industry. One of the things I've always done is offer small businesses that same route. Here's cheap business cards that are quality. Here's a less expensive concept. Throw some public relations in there, be able to get your word out, that type of thing. This is just wonderful. And what inspired you to want to do this in this industry? I know that you mentioned that you've been involved in it for a little while, but really what spurred you to come into this side of things and get involved in cannabis?
Well, when I moved to Maine in 2017, I got my medical card. I was trying to relieve symptoms from a bunch of different immune disorders. And I had a really rough year last year. You know, I lost my job, had to care for a parent who was unwell. I moved out. I had some stuff trigger some old stuff. Then I totaled my car, which I was living out of.
What a year.
Just for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So, you know, when the contents of my life are scattered in the intersection, I'm evaluating of my life. And the first place I went was my medical caregiver's house, because that's where I had the most support and the help that I needed.
And I just want to say that truly exemplifies the cannabis community that we feel here in Washington, and it's been established for a long time. And so I'm from Massachusetts myself, so it really warms my heart to hear stories of the cannabis community on the East Coast, you know, and that's feeling. So,
you know, I had full-on PTSD after all this stuff happened, and what helped me was cannabis, a lot of it, a whole lot of it. What's that?
It's in different forms.
Absolutely. It's just, you know, that's what my doctor told me to do, and it worked. A lot of hugs. I needed a lot of hugs. And when I was spending time at my caregivers, because I was meeting all kinds of people who'd been through some pretty rough stuff themselves, and so it was really inspiring to see those stories and to see other people who made it through. And that's when I saw there's always a constant stream of people coming in and out, and that's when I heard people talking about their business ideas. And nobody has anything here, logo-wise. You know, it's just not developed yet, and so that's what sparked it. So of course I'm going to come back to cannabis, because it's what saved my life last year.
Oh, I got goosebumps. Cannabis has saved almost everybody I know. The people who have the biggest passion, the people who are the most stalwart and staunch about this industry, do so because it has healed their lives. And I think that it's a miraculous comment to make, to say that what happened out of all of that for you when you went to something that you were given by a doctor, but also managed on self-medication. You've turned that into starting a business, not being a drug addict and an opiate addicted, a homeless person on the street. And I think that that's, again, a huge testament to this industry and to this product itself, to take it away from being connected to anything else. It's more akin to the avocado and coconut oil than it is akin to barbiturates and opiates. And what a wonderful end to your story.
And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've medicated my symptoms of these immune disorders and the PTSD that I've had for, I didn't realize, decades. But I've medicated with everything I could think of. And I've stopped those things that don't work. And cannabis is the only thing that works. That's therapy, honestly. But
that's awesome.
I don't have to take medication, a prescription medication anymore. I took pain pills for 10 years, and I don't have to anymore. So...
Wow. Isn't that amazing? I just, like I say, get goosebumps, and it's so encouraging. And the passion will never leave you for this industry because of what it's given you.
That's right.
Well, we so much appreciate your holistic approach in all your endeavors, and looking forward to meeting you in person at CannaCon in
I can't wait to meet you guys.
Yes, we're very excited for the opportunity to record your presentation, be able to get that out there for folks as well. And thank you for taking the time to speak with us today ahead of the convention so we can get the word out about you.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for the invitation.
Thank you, Jennifer. We hope you feel better. Take care.
Thanks, ladies. Bye.
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 Follow Cannabis Beyond Dope on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And click the like button. Check out more podcasts on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Contact us or check out all of our content at CannabisBeyondDope.com.